Okay, I believe we can start since I don't see any topic in the agenda, so probably this call will be quick. Before we start, I just want to remember you that the CNCF code of conduct apply to this call, so be kind to each other. And please, if you have not done already, add your name under the who joined section. I don't see any topic in the agenda. I can just give you a brief update about what is going on, especially among maintainers. We are very busy with the upcoming release. The upcoming release, in particular, we ship two important features. One is the ability for Falco to retrieve and automatically update some artifact, in particular the plugins and the rules. This is done via Falco Cattle that we recently revamped. And in particular, we are going to ship a very nice feature in Falco. Basically, in Falco Cattle will be shipped alongside Falco, and we will automatically enable a feature that will periodically check if the default rule set get some update, and in case Falco will download the updated feed and will use it. We are still finalizing some aspect of this feature, so probably more information will come in when they're near to the release. The other big feature is that it's still experimental, but will be the modern probe, the new probe that will be embedded directly into the Falco executable that use the compile once, run everywhere technology. And this feature is being mostly developed by Andrea, that I don't see in this call right now. And the last thing is that the release manager for this release is Luca, that is not in this call.
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So you did not add yourself under the we joined section. Because
I joined 10 seconds ago.
Okay. So, Luca, do you want to add something about the upcoming release?
Yes. So, first of all, I asked last time who wanted to be involved in the release process this time, and I got feedback from Andrea and from Terrell as well. So therefore, if everyone agrees, I will be a release manager and you will be release shadows. And again, if someone wants to participate in the release in every aspect of it, please let us know. Now, I should, as soon as possible, publish the usual issue on the Falco repo, where you get the cut Falco release issue, and contact you folks that are interested with anything that I might require from you. Of course, I know that some of you won't have a lot of time to dedicate to this, but are willing to help. So we will try and find something that works in however much time you can invest in this. Now, I would have expected to this is not strictly related to the release itself, but I expected to start to do this earlier, as I mentioned in the community call, but we had a bit of let's say a few security checks to do for Falco that I don't know if you've heard, but there was a potential security issues connected to Circle CI because they had a security breach, and so we read the report and we went through everything that was there and to try and put the Falco all the CI/CD infrastructure to make sure it is secure before we use it for the release. let's put it like this, and to make sure that no unauthorized access happened. So I was busy doing that before starting the release, starting the usual release process. That would be all. And I think maybe in terms of that, since I'm already talking and I don't see another agenda point, in terms of that, there is a change that you can expect to see in the following release, and that can be retroactive on already released artifacts. That is the GPG key change. Out of an abundance of caution and out of security best practices, we need to change the key that is used to sign the artifact, because this one was exposed to the CD process. There's no evidence that anyone has got access to it, but we cannot be sure. So the next release will use a new one, and the previous release may need to be re-signed. About this, I believe Jason might want to add something, because he has looked into this specific problem.
Yeah, Luca's right. This is probably one of the stickiest problems. I think, so I'm pretty new to this as well, but from the research, it seems like there's no like a standard protocol in how to do things in the best way. So what we plan to do is basically creating a new key, revocating the previous key. So basically, whoever wants to update the previous key, it would basically get a revocation certificate saying that, okay, this is the key. This actually matches the signature you had before, but please be mindful that this key is not trustable anymore, basically. And we also provide like a new key, and we will re-sign all the packages starting from the new and also all the previously released ones, both for the development packages and also the release packages. So this Falco 0.34 will be the first package signed with a new key. We are still experimenting in the CI, the key itself. And then you can assume that the whole documentation about installing the key and the package and the website will be updated with also a revocation notice and how to, which action you should take depending on your case. Should not be a big deal for the average user, but it's important for everyone to be mindful of this. Yeah, again, this is just like a security, maybe, we're trying to be as safe as possible. So that's basically it.
By the way, Jason, if I remember correctly, the old key was expiring in the next month, so we had to rotate it anyway.
Yeah, that's the fun fact. Signature GPG keys actually can have an expiration, and it's actually like security best practice to have an expiring key. And the fun fact is that the key that we have revocated will be expired by the February 24th, I think. So revocation is really like a safety measure, but the key, it will be up to us to renovate the key expiration every time it's about to expire. Of course, we will not do this time for the previous key. And the new key that we plan to use will probably have an expiration of 3 years. So 2026. Just like we had in the previous key, which was released, which was actually created in 2020. So, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. I don't know if Luca wanted to conclude or are you okay?
I think that would be all. Pretty much. Thanks a lot, of course, to the hard work of several people, Leonardo, Jason, Federico, and Max Massimiliano, who is not in this call, I believe, but he helped a lot taking, going through all the actions required to refresh secrets and making sure that the cluster is that we use for running testing is still up, and the bot is working properly, and all this stuff that we need to be careful about. About that, of course, thanks to everyone involved. And if you see something like our bot Poyana misbehaving, some change might have gone wrong. For now, it looks like it worked, but please let us know, because something might have gone sideways in the process. So we try to be as careful as possible. Well, you know, things happen. Thank you all.
Thank you, Luca. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everyone who was involved in this process. I was in the process, but you did most of the work. I just started yelling when I see that Circus CI and another bridge. Just this. By the way, a side topic that came in my mind right now, among test infra maintainer and also some folks in the community, we started a small working group, and basically we are starting to renovate it a bit. One decision that I'm not totally sure if is already made, but I guess yes, is that we want to abandon Circle CI in favor of GitHub Actions. This basically is an ongoing process. We have already some effort on this. I know that Federico, I don't know if he's here. Maybe not. Yes. Yeah, Federico is here. He is already working on moving some jobs from Circle CI to GitHub Action. At the same time, we also will work on renovating our cluster that hosts our test infrastructure, in particular approach. Just I wanted just to give you some updates on that. There are no other topics from me. I don't know if someone wants to talk about everything or just present themselves if something is new.
We have the first meeting for the supply chain working group tomorrow.
Nice.
Yes. That's what I just wanted to add. That's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Europe. That would be right now in Central Europe is 5:17 p.m. So that's the next hour. Tomorrow, and we set it currently. I set it for weekly on Thursday, but tomorrow we can agree what kind of schedule works best for the people that are interested. I know that I think there is someone here that was interested and already signed up. But for anyone, thanks Thomas for the link. For everyone, please log into the CNCF Slack and look for the Falco SSCS WG channel. That's where we'll tell what we're going to do. So I already put 3 big areas that we can improve, and to remind everyone of these areas. Those would be, first of all, signatures, modern signature standards. So we are now fighting with signatures because of the CI, but we are actually distributing a lot of artifacts. So we're distributing plugins, we're distributing rules, we're distributing drivers, and none of those are signed. So we want to sign them in a modern way, in such a way that all users can check. Then I don't know if you've ever tried to run an software composition analysis or a vulnerability scanner on the Falco image. It looks like it's terribly vulnerable. It's actually not that. Those are false positives, but this is plaguing us. So is there a way to make this thing better and actually have an image that works better with these tools? And on the other hand, of this problem, you find that the actual vulnerabilities in Falco cannot be reported because most of the actual interesting things are statically linked. So software composition analysis don't know about them. So is there a way we can make this better? Is there a way we can publish SBOMs for example? Those are let's say those are the topics that we're going to discuss, hopefully with the help of experts in this specific field. I can put my own expertise, but I know that, I actually wanted to start this because there's people far more experienced in these topics than I am. I'm done with the advertising.
Perfect. Thank you, Luca. Meanwhile, I just reported some useful information regarding the event tomorrow that unfortunately I will not be able to join, but I hope to join next time.
Thank you.
Question? Any other topics? If there are no any other topics, I will call it a day. But before that, any volunteer to MC next week?
I can MC since you almost pushed me to it today. I can MC next week.
Oh wow! This I believe is the first time after a while that someone volunteered 1 week before. Okay, perfect. Just let me. Yeah,
that's a contributor of the month material, if you ask me.
exactly. No one did this year. I even can find the section for that in the document. Okay, so let me write this. Volunteer to MC next week. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a nice day. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.